Manze iko fiti, manze imeweza. Karibuni sana to the Boomyard live on Hope FM, where you listen and live. My name is Tiffany Wambo, your host with the most. Kama kawaida mnajua, every Saturday tunakuanga hapa from 7 p.m. all the way to 10 p.m. on the Boomyard. Karibuni sana. Let me know, where are you listening to us from? Where are you tuned in from? Where are you watching us from? I would love to know, because we are live on YouTube, we are live on Facebook, we are live on Twitter. Let's call live pale Twitters. Karibuni sana. This is where you listen and live. Nataka kujua wiki yenu imekuaje so far. It's Saturday. God has given us yet another time to be in his presence, and also to just enjoy music, enjoy salvation. And personally, I'm giving thanks to God for good health, because manze health, si unajua unaweza angalia tu seme si niko sawa, ama you take it for granted. But for me, today I'm actually giving thanks to God for good health. I'm giving thanks to God for life. And so let me know, what are you giving thanks to God for in this new month? It's been a week tangu tupatane since the new month, and I would love to know how you've been since then. Last week tulikuwa na conversation hatari sana about finances. Tulikuwa tunaangalia kama mfuko iko sawa, kwa sababu ilikuwa just the beginning of the month. It was actually the first day of July, and again I'm grateful to be here. I mean, it's another day, another Saturday. I am giving thanks to God. Mimi niko sawa. So mkoaje, mko vipi, mnasikiza kutoka wapi? And let me know also what you are expecting for today's show. Sijui kama mko tayari, kwa sababu hey, you guys are not ready. You are not prepared. You are not prepared. If you are tweeting, if you are sharing this live link or live stream to your social media platforms, please use the hashtag Boomyard, hashtag Tiffany in the yard. But the Tiffany ni double F-A-N-Y. Tafadhali msibucha jina yangu. But please share with your friends. Let them know Boomyard is live on Hope FM. If you are looking for what channel this is 93.3 Hope FM, where you listen and live. Reach out to me, by the way, on WhatsApp line 0717400555. That is 0717400555. SMS line 20933. You can also tweet to us at Hope FM Live. You can also leave your comment down below the YouTube video, that is Hope FM Live, and also on Facebook we are live as well. Kila mahali utatupata, we are Hope FM Live. Let me know where you're listening to us from. Let me know how your week has been. Let me know what you're expecting for today's show. It's gonna be lively and lit as always. Now na comments zimeshaanza kuingia. I will be reading that in a few. Definitely najua nitapata wale watana kwanga hapa every Saturday. I am so grateful, by the way, guys. But get ready and buckle up. Boomyard itakuwa fiti leo, itakuwa sawa sawa. Send in your song requests, by the way, what you'd like us to play. Let me know what you would like to hear. And of course, unajua ni mziki, hype tutaki kulala bado. Sahi ni masaa ya kuamka. Kama ulikuwa unalala, please wake up. Tell a friend, amka. Boomyard iko live.
Experience the hope, the music, the anointing. This is Hope FM, where you listen and live.
Schools are closed, but guess what? You don't have to stress over what your kids will be doing during this break. DSTV is providing you with a kiddies.
An amazing song right there. Ananipamba by wapendwa muziki. Bringing us to 24, actually 25 minutes past the hour. Naona mazima comments imesha ingia. Wacha nisample kadhaa hapa because you guys have to know. And it's a good thing. Na kama kuna mtu mwingine hayuko, hebu mwambie achangamke. They're missing out. I'm seeing here Mark Shikanga. Sijui mbona unacheka Mark Shwa. We have Sylvia. Wacha niseme hiyo jina ya pili nitaibucha, but she's saying listen and live barring tuned in. Okay girl, koma juu. So we have Gilbert Kiprono. Anasema okay, sawa Gilbert, well noted your comment. We have Vicky Ongo saying listen from Kibra. Karibu sana Vicky, I hope umetulia unaenjoy kamziki. We have Conceptor Steve saying nothing is interesting really. Honestly, nothing. Ningekuwa na chance ya kwenda nje ya Kenya ningekimbia sana. No joke, kila kitu imepanda hadi baridi. Enyapo kwa baridi nao ni ukweli. Hapo nayo baridi inatutandika mbaya. But you know, in everything we thank God. I mean, tunashukuru Mungu na tuna hope that it will get better. Leo by the joy imewaka. And it was not a miracle, but I really felt nice. Like, hey, at least some sun. Okay, malimi nilikuwa jua iliwaka. Yes, we have Osir Dare saying uko juu, asante sana. And thank you so much for tuning in. We have Millie Janet, CBD tuned in. Karibu sana Janet. So grateful you can make it. We have Evelyn and Dia Imbai. Kaberia is tuned in. Karibu sana with the Kaberia community. I hope unajibamba. We have Vincent Mweka saying good evening Tiffany. HPSS Mbakasi is tuned in. Hashtag Boomyard. Hashtag listen and live. Please play for us Belela by Mike Kalambe. Wazi wazi, that is well noted. I hope ni song ya hype hivi. Unajua tutaki kulala. Show ndio imeanza manzi. Hatuwezi angusha, but I would definitely be playing that. that. We have Maina Wycliffe saying, count me in. Karibu sana. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We have Wangari Masharia. Good evening. Tiffany Kiambu tuned in. Kamakawa. Play Me One by Ada. Inda kuchezea usijali. I got you sorted. Ada bedeyo. Hiyo iko sawa sawa. We have Mwenda Caleb saying, I'm right there with you, ready to be blessed. Karibu sana Caleb, hoping that you will indeed be blessed. We have Zadok Shirandula Markson saying, Runda Drive Estate following. Karibu sana Zadok. So grateful you could find time to tune in. We have Omwana Omogire saying, baridi baridi. But we thank God for the day and the day ending. Kisii County tuko ndani. Karibu sana Kisii. Watu wangu wa Kisii. Kuna mtu anawa represent hapa. Endeleni kutune in, by the way. Comments endele kustream. We have Kevin Mudaki from Kiambu tuko locked. Karibu sana. So grateful you could tune in. We have Daisy Mugambi saying tuned in. Karibu sana Daisy. I hope unajibamba. I hope show iko fiti sana. Hapa WhatsApp naona Kim Shege kama kawaida. Unakuanga ni kama the first person ku text WhatsApp. Alafu ndakuona tena umeingia hapo Twitter, alafu ni kuone Facebook, alafu ni kuone YouTube. But karibu sana Kim. Thank you so much for tuning in. There is Sister Wambua akiwa Kite na Calypso, yes, Calypso wote wako ndani hadi tamati vile inafaa. Karibu sana with your community. We have someone here saying, Kaka Shadrack, karibu sana manze, uko vipi? How has your week been? Niambieni how your week has been. Kuna mtu anasema baridi, inaitwaje, cost of living inapanda, sijui nini inapanda, hata baridi inapanda. Sasa nashangaa hizi ni nini? Huku ni wapi bana? Huku ni wapi? But karibu sana Kaka Shadrack anasema already tuned into Boomyard at Kawangware now, next gen shop. Karibu sana. Thank you so much for tuning in. Pesh, uko vipi? Na kuona umesha land pale Boomyard. Karibu sana, uko aje? Pesh anasema tuned in kama kawaida, glad to hear you again. I'm always looking forward to this show. How was your week? Mimi wiki yangu imekuwa poa sana. Enyewe baridi imenikalia si uongo, lakini I am grateful for life. Ayo mengine sasa si unajua tu ni kuvaa sweta na kukunywa maji moto ama kukunywa chai. Hiyo sasa hatuwezi control, but mimi nimekuwa fit, I thank God. Pesha anasema personally I'm grateful for life and protection throughout the week. Thanks for that song Ananipamba, I really love it. #Boomyard, karibu sana. That was Ananipamba by Wapendwa Muziki. And continue streaming in your comments. Our WhatsApp line is 0717400555. SMS line 20933. We are live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter at Hope FM Live. Ukitutafuta utatuona pale, or you can use the #Boomyard to make it easier for you to find us. But I'm pretty sure ukitusearch hapo Hope FM Live ama Hope FM anything, you will find us right there. And also we're about to go into the tech segment where we talk about what has made it to headlines concerning the tech innovation, that kind of technology space this week and maybe even this month. If you have any trends, anything that you have seen that is unique about technology that I may have missed out on, please let me know. Again, our WhatsApp line 0717400555. We are live on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter at Hope FM Live, and you can send in your message at our SMS line, which is 20933.
Hope FM exists to know God and make Him known through evangelism and discipleship. For feedback, suggestions, or complaints regarding our programming, talk to us on 0709 861180 or email us.
Hey, amazing right there. Desire by Limo Blaze. It's a favorite for so many people actually. I think Kim Chege ulikuwa umerequest. I hope imekubamba, and I actually really love that song as well. Desire by Limo Blaze. Na naona bado ma comments imeendelea ku stream. I am so grateful, by the way, to each and every one of you who has tuned in to Boomyard. I hope inawabamba mahali mko. Najua kuna baridi lakini leo imekuwa warm kidogo, so I'm hoping utaamka udance kidogo, at least Boomyard ikubambe kidogo. We have this is Charles Luanga Ogato, Mwalimu Charles Luanga from Nyamira County. Tuned in, karibu sana Mwalimu. I hope uko salama. We have Andrew, this is Maranga, tuned in from Pipeline. Karibu sana. We have Patience Wamushi, hello Tiff, niko ndani kama kawaida. Hashtag Boomyard, karibu sana Patience, I hope uko salama. We have Isaac Beth Gadhitu. This is Kirigo Dagoreti, in and well represented. Wasewa Dago mko represented hapa, hamjaachwa. And even as we go into our next segment concerning the tech, I would like you guys to let me know if you have any updates concerning the tech world innovation that you might be having that maybe we may have missed out on.
The Boomyard Tectonic Movement.
We have something that has been trending this week actually. I think since Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere there, na inaitwa Threads. Sijui kama umekam across kitu inaitwa Threads. So Threads is a new app that has been launched by Meta. Meta ni ile company na host Instagram, Facebook na WhatsApp, and they have launched a new app called Threads, which is like a Twitter rival. Zinafanana kidogo na Twitter, zinakaribiana, and it's actually made headlines because it looks very similar to Twitter. So many people were saying this is just another Twitter. Of course, those early adopters walikuwa sha download wakaangalia nini, and the conversation on Threads and on Twitter actually was that how they have allegedly copied how Twitter looks like. Joki download Threads uifungue, its layout is very similar to Twitter. Inakaa Instagram lakini inakaa Twitter, iko hapo katikati, and it's actually being hosted by Instagram, so you need an Instagram account to log in. And the worst thing, which I think is the worst thing currently, is that if you delete your Threads account, you automatically delete your Instagram account. So uki download Threads ni hivyo for life, done. ni kama contract. Ukidelete Threads, pia Instagram yako imeenda. For those who are on Instagram, it doesn't affect Facebook, it doesn't affect Twitter, but the conversation was also that Twitter is planning, or if they haven't already, to sue Mark Zuckerberg for just doing that, because they're alleging that amechukua some of their former employees, because Twitter had a very big layoff earlier this year. So they are alleging that Mark amefanya ile kitu, akaenda akachukua some of the employees, akaambia hamna kazi, kujeni niwaambie I got you, msiwai panic, na akawaambia watengeneze hii app yenye inaitwa Threads. But anyway, some of the features actually include, as compared to Twitter, Twitter unaweza post the characters can only be 280. For Threads, it's about 500. It's actually more. You can't use the hashtag feature on Threads, and of course that's very different from Facebook, from Instagram, and from Twitter. You can also post a video that is 5 minutes long as compared to Twitter, which is also 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And again, of course, ukidelete Instagram yako pia, if you delete your Threads, Instagram yako pia imeenda. If you're verified on Instagram, you are automatically verified on Threads apparently. And also, if you want to have that account, it's going to be taking some of your sensitive information. So please, wale wa kutoangalia privacy policy, tafadhali tuangalie please, because there's some information that they might be taking and you're not sure if you really want to give out that information. Although Instagram already, kama uko na Instagram, I think even Facebook, I think some of your information is already with them for advertisers. But that's mainly what has actually made headlines this past few days concerning the technology world. And if you have any other trends that may have made it to social media and I may have missed out on, again, our WhatsApp line is 0717 400 555. You can leave me a comment on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Hope FM Live. You can send me a message. Our SMS line is 20933.
Difficult.
And of course, kama kawaida, you know, you guys are my guests. You guys are the ones who let me know your opinions on the same. So even as we head to the top of the hour, the next hour, we're going to be talking about what makes it interesting living in Kenya, what makes it exciting, what makes it fun or funny, if it's funny. Because for me, I have actually a list, a whole list of things that I feel that people do in Kenya that honestly are very unique, because you will not find some of these things in other countries. Na utasikia tu watu wanasema, you know, Kenya is its own place. Yani Kenya is just different, eh? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. What makes Kenya interesting for you? What makes living in Kenya interesting for you? And I would love to know your comments. Again, our WhatsApp line is 0717400555. And I would love to know for you, what encounters have you had that just make Kenya very beautiful? KOT, bali pengine ambapo hatutaki kuingia kwa but it is one of the things that makes Kenya interesting. And even in the same way, actually, just finding, conversations that happen in rooms where Kenyans are is just very, very different, because where Kenyans are a different, are a different breed. I mean, yeah, I think that's what people usually say. Kenyans are a different breed. And that's what we're going to be talking about. We also have Meme Ni Nani coming up in the next hour. Please share with me some of those memes you have also seen on your different social media platforms that have just made the highlights for you. I'll be sharing with you a couple that have tickled me kidogo, even as you just stream into the conversation for today. Again, you can reach us on our WhatsApp line, that is 0717 400 555. I'll be taking calls towards the end of the next hour. Na tafadhali tukipiga simu kitu to stick to kwa topic, please. Kuna wakati tuna stray, tunaenda mbali, inakuwa sijui nini, but yeah, please let me know again. And you can also leave your comment up on YouTube, Facebook. We are live, and Twitter also at Hope FM Live. You will find us right there. Even as I sampled some more of your comments from Facebook and Instagram, we have Kevin Mudaki, Kevin kwa nimeangalia yako, karibu sana. We have Glow Nafula locked in from Soy, karibu sana Glow. We have Marcy Den Mutinda Kims tuned in the current end, karibu sana. Marcy Den anasema right here with you, asante sana. We have Jasmil Langat saying I'm right there with you, asante sana for tuning in, and karibu sana to the Boomyard. By the way, again, if you're sharing this with your friends, with your family, and you'd like them to join and not miss out on Boomyard, please share with the hashtag Boomyard or hashtag Tiffany in the Yard. Tiffany is TIFFANY. Kuna watu wa wanabucha jina yangu akila inakuanga sad. But yes, you can share with those hashtags, and I am sure that they will be able to see that and tune in as well. You can also let them know we have our WhatsApp line very much open, and we'll be taking calls towards the end of the hour, talking about what makes it interesting. Hey, well, name interesting to live in Kenya. Even if maybe you're not in Kenya at the moment, lakini wewe ni Mkenya, kwa damu, please let me know. I would love to be hearing some of those things that just make it for you guys, that just make Kenya unique.
FM.
It's now 8 p.m.
Listen and live.
A revival is breaking out. The voice of hope in the air.
Amazing song right there by Israel Hinton, a new breed called Echo. A beautiful song to me. Discovered this week and I was like, hey, lazima nicheze manzi. An amazing song. It's called Echo. And that brings us to actually 9 minutes past the top of the hour. You are tuned in to the Boomyard on Hope FM 93.3, where you listen and live. My name is Tiffany Wamboy. In case ulikuwa unatafuta mahali pa kuenda, you have landed right on time. Okay, tulianza kitambo kidogo, lakini better late than never. You know, better late than never. Karibuni sana. And again, even as I continue sampling some of your comments, again, very grateful to each and every one of you who has tuned in this chilly Saturday. Nilikuwa naambiwa earlier on by one of our listeners called Pesh that mahali yuko jua imekuwa ikiwaka. So I am wondering, what country, which region are you in exactly? Because jua his side haiwaki, please. Tafadhali, tafadhali. What? This is a scam. This is a scam.
FM,
The hottest gospel.
listen.
Ni nani? Ni nani?
Wenye walisema hatuendi mbali. Hapa ni wapi? Hapa ni wapi? Hapa ni wapi?
Boomyard. Ni nani? Ni nani? On the Boomyard.
Listen and live.
All right, on Mimi Nani for today, umesikia hapa ni wapi? Mwalimu wa math alisema hautaenda mbali. Wa physics alikuambia hautaenda mahali. Hapa ni wapi? So we have a tweet I actually saw earlier this week that says, lakini the other gender, which must be ladies, anasema hukuwa na supernatural powers, na hii weather bado unawapata wamevaa dress Nairobi CBD. I mean ladies, my audience that are ladies. Tutaangusha kweli, eh? Okay, kuna siku utasema wacha nicheze chini, baridi imezidi, lakini ikihitaji, mimi nitavaa dress. Kwani ni kesho.
Ni nani? On the Boomyard.
There was another tweet also saying, whatever life throws at you, duck and let it hit someone else. Unajua kawaida tunasikianga, you know, whatever life hits you with, just take it and move on. You amesema, no, not me. Whatever life hits at you or throws at you actually, or hits you with, you duck and you let it hit someone else, because it shall not be my portion in Jesus' name.
Ni nani? On the Boomyard.
There's another one that was saying here, so what's your advice to the coming generation? Anasema don't come. Msikuje, bakini huko mahali mko, kwa sababu huku ni kubaya, huku ni where is this we are living? What country is this, eh? Anasema huku, alafu mwingine yani wa Kenya, as in it's just crazy. Alikuwa anaona hapana, nyinyi kabla ya kukuja kaeni mahali mko. It is better, it is easier, it is safer where you are.
Ni nani? On the Boomyard.
And also related to that meme, alikuwa anasema, I grew up thinking that people who have jobs have money. Growing up is a scam. It is a scam. Alikuwa unajua, lakini ni ukweli. Hata mimi nikiwa mtoto nilikuwa na look forward to growing up. I don't know how many of us were also like that. And you can also let me know in the comment section. When you were younger, ulikuwa unaona tu the older people una feel too kitu. I don't even know what that was. It was just like, I want to grow up. I want to go to university. I want to go to high school. It was so exciting to see adults adulting, because for some reason when you're younger it looks easier. And now that we are here, it is the utmost ghetto. Juu huku ni wapi? As in, where is this? The economy is hitting you like crazy. And of course, when you're a child, you know, economy does not really affect you. Unaenda shule. In fact, life was easier then. Mi nakumbuka nikiwa ni uko pre-unit manasari. Tulikuwa na time in the afternoon, unaenda unalala kwanza, unaamka, unakula lunch, ama sijui ni break, ama right now, I'm just like, I really wish I could just take a nap in the middle of work, because What is this? What ghetto life is this?
Mim ni nani? Mim ni nani? On the Boomyard.
Alafu kuna mwingine hapa alikuwa anasema ule mtu usema niko na pesa kushinda baba yako amedilute lotion. Also when you were kids, if you remember, brother, for me, I remember when I was younger, it's like you would compete with your friends kuona ni nani ndio parents wake akona pesa zaidi. So mkipatana unasema mi baba yangu akona gari kubwa kuliko yenu, mwingine anasema mi mama yangu anafanya kazi sijui wapi, mi baba yangu amefanya sijui nini, ametravel ameenda Dubai, sijui aliniletea pencil inakaa nini, ile pencil haishangi mimi, you know. So hapa alikuwa anasema mwenye anasema ni baba yangu akona pesa kushinda nyinyi wote amedilute lotion.
Mim ni nani? Mim ni nani? On the Boomyard.
Imenichekesha. Alafu kuna wale majamaa ushinda wakiambia boss kwa group noted and acknowledged, well noted. Nini huwasumbua? Mnafanya sisi wengine tunaonekana ni kama hatusikii maneno. Inakuwa ka pressure fulani, ukiona mtu ameandika hapo yeah this is well noted, ama mkubwa anatuma hapo text kwa group, unaona mtu amesema sir this is well noted, ama well noted sir, well noted madam. Wewe hujasema kitu, so una feel sasa hizi ni pressure gani? Sasa huyu mbona anatuchomea hivi?
Mim ni nani? Mim ni nani? On the Boomyard.
Oh goodness, and finally we have someone saying hii serikali inaweza kunywa hadi uji ya inaweza kunywa hadi uji ya katoto kagonjwa. Isi inayosipoa mwenyewe. Hata saki kwanza kucheka kwa sababu sitaimaliza, lakini that has been an amazing segment on
Mim ni nani? Mim ni nani? On the Boomyard.
Experience the hope, the music, the anointing. This is Hope FM, where you listen and live.
Hope FM, another quality service from Christ, is the answer ministry.
Hey, Kama Naota by Bella Combo. Ay, an amazing song right there. Tunaona ni kama tunaota lakini ni wema wa Bwana unatuweka. And again, this is Boomyard, enjoying amazing music into the night, of course, rocking your weekend as always. And karibuni sana once again, bring us to actually 24 minutes past the top of the hour. Manze time ukimbia, lakini sidhani nitawaizoea yake. Lakini karibuni sana manze to Boomyard. For those who have just joined us, naona ma comments imeongezeka pia. Asanteni sana for tuning in. And the conversation for today is actually what makes it so interesting about living in Kenya. What makes it so interesting about being a Kenyan? What about our culture, our language, the phrases that we use, the things that we do? Unajua inakanga kawaida wakati mwingine unafanyanga vitu lakini to other countries it is not quite common, you know. So for Kenyans, najua tunaambiwanga we are a very different breed. And that is exactly what we're going to be looking at today. And some of the interesting things I've actually picked up so far as I was just thinking through this is some of the things that make us interesting as Kenyans is our language, our culture, the things that we go through in school. That includes high school, primary school, university, may not be exactly the same as maybe other countries or other nationalities. And also common phrases that we use, by the way. Kenyans are one of the people who are really adaptable to new trends. Vitu zikitokea tu hivi, wa Kenya tunakuanga hapo mbele, tuko tayari, tunajua, we are updated. And I think it's a good thing that we actually just love being at the forefront. You know, hatupendi kuachwa nyuma. We like to know. We don't like being in the dark about something, which is a good thing. So something that I've noticed about, for example, our language is that first of all we have some amazing sheng that it feels a bit unique for me. Kuna sheng, kuna shembeteng, and this sheng is actually different in different hoods. Utapata sheng ya Isilis ni tofauti na ya Umoja, ni tofauti ya Buruburu, ni tofauti na ya Doni. As in everywhere you go utatumia jina, mtu atakuwa like ngoja hiyo haimaanishi kitu ingine. Unaenda another hood unasikia ngoja, I thought this actually means another thing. Unaona? So it's something very interesting. I'm not sure if it's also shared with other countries. In case you're watching us or listening to us from anywhere outside Kenya, please let us know if this is the same for you. But I know in Kenya, of course, we share that. And then we also we have people who really love their mother tongue. Kuna tunapenda vernacular sana hadi wanafikirianga tu kila mtu anapatana na yeye ni wa hiyo your culture. So utapatana na mimi nimeipatana na mtu kwa highway, wale wanakujanga wanakuuzia, you know, the hawkers that walk around in traffic jam, anakuja anaanza kuongelesha Kikuyu na manze kidogo sijui. Sasa mimi ameleka saa surely mbona una assume that mimi ni Kikuyu surely? And I think it's with different kind of cultures, you know, and it's something interesting because I was with my friends and they burst into laughter because walikuwa nashangaa. Sasa yani amekuja tu akaona we nikikuangalia vizuri unakaa nikifanya calculations unakaa Mkikuyu hivi, so wacha nikuongeleshe Kikuyu nione ama unakaa mkao ama una, you know. So it's, I don't know why it's such a thing, and it's not my own. I'm not the only one who has encountered that. I've gotten many of my friends were telling me, sasa mseni mpatana naye ananiuzia kwa duka anaanza kuniongelesha vernacular, na si ati ni kitu naelewa, si language yenye mimi huongea ama najua, lakini anaanza kuniongelesha and I'm like surely kwa nini una assume? Why are you assuming that I know this language? It is not right. And another thing pia concerning language also that is very interesting is that unapata mse mwenye anasemanga nasikianga lakini mimi wasiogei. Acha nikwambia, I feel very targeted with that statement because I am part of that population. When you're nasemanga aki mimi usikia lakini imagine I can't talk, as in it's not, well, mimi sijui kwa nini. Na kuna time actually some time back there was such a discussion right here about learning your vernacular, whether it is important or not, especially for younger people, of course, because when you're younger is when you can easily learn a new language. But for me, unfortunately, I am part of the population that does not understand vernacular. Now, for me personally, I really would long to understand vernacular. I would long to, you know, converse in a different language. And I actually did French when I was in high school because I was like, I want to know another language apart from Swahili and English. It was that bad. I was like, at least nikifunguliwa milango na Mungu, you never know, niende France ama niende Belgium, nitakuwa sawa because I understand French. So that thing about the language is very interesting, and unapatanga unaenda hata kwa duka unasikia tu si sasa tunaweza ongea na hii language ama itakuwaje, ama sana sana kuna memes pia huwa zina trend, watu usema Wakenya wakitaka kuongea kukuhusu wanaanza kuongea in vernacular, which is again surprisingly true, because in many homes and many communities you will find your parents will be conversing in a different type of language, alafu unashanga sasa kumbe hapa wanaweza kuwa wananiongelelea akina sijui, ama unasikia tu jina yako imetupwa mahali alafu unasema akina sielewi manze, sasa itakuwaje? And even as we go on, let me know what you think about that. I'll also be taking some of your calls in just a short while. Naona kuna mtu anapiga, just hold on a little bit. I'll be taking some of your calls, but again, let me know what you think about that and some of the things that have struck you about being a Kenyan or being in Kenya that seem very interesting, very unique. Kenyans, you are a different breed, and so some of the things that you have picked up along even as you have been living in Kenya, what are some of the things that make it so interesting?
Hope FM exists to know God and make Him known through evangelism and discipleship. For feedback, suggestions, or complaints regarding our programming, talk to us on 0709 861180 or email us on
Kwa neema, kwa lakini ni mpaka kwa neema. Hey, an amazing song right there called Kimbilio Langu by Deborah Lukalu. Hey, amazing. I think it's giving some Afrobeat vibes hapo, lakini iko fiti. Hey, majabu umefanya inanipitilia. Oh, beautiful, beautiful, by Deborah Lukalu, featuring Minister Cedric Kaseba, bringing us to 41 minutes, actually past the top of the hour, which is roughly 19 minutes to the top of the next hour. And even as I continue with our conversation for today with what makes Kenya interesting, kuna comment nimeona pa by Pesha nasema, what makes Kenya interesting for me is the memes. Like, there's never a dull day in Kenya, and Kenyans make fun of everything, even what is meant to be serious. #Boomyard. And that is actually very true. Tapata mtu ameanguka, lakini Mkenya hapo ameshikilia kicheko ni kama ni kitu ingine. And Pesh has actually sent some memes here. Kuna hii nasema, most of you have suffered in relationships more than the Israelites suffered in Egypt. We. Hiyo ni hatari. Kuna ingine inasema, you try saving, hiyo pesa inakusave the next day. It can't even wait for a week. Oh my. Very interesting. And there's someone who had written, kuna venye mtu anaweza withdraw 100, kuna hiyo emoji na kuanga ya 100 hapo WhatsApp. Mtu anasema, kanauliza kama anaweza withdraw jumanze, economy imekuwa ngumu, imekuwa tricks. Another one is saying, this is all to my fellow people when you're in kanisa, which is everybody here, I hope, I pray. Do you know some girls raise their hand during worship in church just to show men that their fingers have no ring? A lady just told me. Unaino worship leader lead hapo, lead chorus hatari huko tu. Nikinua pa mikono niko na agenda. I am here with, yes, I am praising the Lord, but I have an agenda. Na unahakikisha unainua hiyo ya left ndio ionekane. This is, please changamka my brother. Mwenye unaniangalia huko nyuma, please angalia tafadhali, can you locate a sister? Thank you so much, Pesh, for that. That is what makes Kenya interesting, is the fact that anything can make Kenyans laugh, anything can make Kenyans tickle, and that is why we have so many trending phrases these days. Kama mtakumbuka, and if I can just mention a couple of them, mtakumbuka hizi ma phrases, by the way, zimekuwa tu very famous as time goes by. Kuna unauliza mtu, na uli prosper aje, ama what did you do so that you could, reach where you are right now? Anakwambia, ni God manzi. Ni God manzi. Unashanga sasa hapa. I mean, ni ukweli ni God manze, lakini kuna watu nimepatana nao wanasema, kuna wenye wanasemanga tu like a cover up, it's not legit, yao ina sound kwa scam, wanasemanga tu hivyo ndio wafunikie. Kuna uongo, hiyo ni uongo hiyo. Kuna hiyo mimi trend a while back, and that is actually some of the things that Kenyans love. Some of the phrases that Kenyans have been using. Mtu akisema tu uongo hivi, nasema uongo. Hiyo ni uongo uongo kabisa. Alafu kuna ingine inasema, the pressure is getting worse. Najua complete na mimi hapo. The pressure is getting worse. Tuliona hapo TikTok manze wa Kenya kama nani. Tukaichukua haraka bila hata kuchelewa. The pressure is getting worse. Hey, I'm telling you, we have bombastic side eye. Hiyo nayo, hiyo sasa ndio imekuwa, it's been used all over this country. Bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side. Hiyo kama if you don't get it, forget about it. Hii pia nyingine imetumika like criminal offensive side eye for all my people who are a bit older, generation young at heart. Poleni sana kama hauelewi, lakini some of the phrases that Kenyans use. Kuna ingine nasema mapema ndio best manze. Ukichangamka mapema hiyo ndio itakusaidia. Hiyo mapema ndio best. And we have another nasema hii imeenda. Hii imeenda.
FM, broadcasting on 93.3 Nairobi, 93.9 Western Kenya, and 101.9 Mombasa.
Hope Media is dedicated to utilizing various forms of media to spread the message of hope, love, and redemption to all people around the world. These units include Hope FM, Hope TV, Hope Recording Studios, Hope Creative, Hope Digital. At Hope Media, we believe that media can be a powerful tool for spreading the message of hope as well as grow your business through advertisements. And we do this with excellence. For more information regarding our services, please visit www.hopemediakenya.org or call us on 0709-861-180. Hope Media. We keep hope alive.
We are gathered here today to join these two. If anyone has a reason as to why this ceremony should not proceed, speak now.
What?
Speak, my son.
The new football season on DSTV. LOL.
The new football season is here, and DSTV has all the action from the EPL, La Liga, Serie A, UCL, and so much more. Dial *423# or download my DSTV app to get a DSTV decoder with 1 month of family for just 2,900.
Ulale, uamke, ukule, unashawe, ungare, utoke, alafu tunasahau kupray. Sasa aje, kivipi bana? How? Prayer by Jabide, bringing us to 7 minutes to the top of the hour. Conversation for today: what makes Kenya unique? Ni vitu fulani zenye hatutapata countries zingine, probably high chances hatutazipata Kenya, or rather tutazipata Kenya lakini hatutazipata in other countries, which is very interesting. Just previously before the song break, Pesha alikuwa anatuambia, hapa tu Kenya manze utapata kitu very serious ama a very serious event, lakini utaona tu Mkenya mahali anacheka yake yote na hata hakuna aibu. Hiyo imuhusu ye, bora anaishi maisha yake vizuri, yako sawa kabisa. I think that's very interesting. Also, just a shout out, someone is joining us from Lubango, Angola. His name is Fernando Mauricio. Anasema jambo, just to say that I am connected with Hope FM Radio from Lubango, Angola. Asante sana, karibu sana, and thank you so much for finding time to tune in. I hope you are getting blessed. Even as I continue sampling a bit more of your comments, we have Steve is funny, Wamboy unanibamba. Anasema amejikunja kwa duvena, bado baridi inamtandika mbaya. Manze nye hii baridi Nairobi si mchezo for sure. We have Wilfred from Dagoretti anasema show is lit and inspiring. Asante sana and thank you so much for finding time to tune in. We also have Donald Jones aka Mzungu Omondi listening from Washington State, US of A. Anasema anasikizanga kila wakati akiwa kazini. So blessed and thank you so much for tuning in. So grateful you could find time to just come here. Mwaweru wa Nyambura tuned in at Vision X Serials Kwadio Kayole anasema being a Kenyan and being in Kenya is interesting to see how we quickly forget. Anasema it is very interesting to see how Kenyans can quickly forget, which is actually surprisingly very true. Something can happen right now and if something else comes up and trends or makes it a very big move on social media, for sure tutakuwa tushasahau ile ingine na tuko kwa ingine already. So that's also something else that's very interesting about being in Kenya. And continue sending in your comments on 0717 400 555 is our WhatsApp line and our SMS line 20933. We are also live on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter at Hope FM Live. Even sampling a bit more of your comments. Kuna zenye nimeona pia poleni sana sikuwa nimerespond. Kuna Twitter, kuna Abiut Wata anasema ako locked. Kim Chege kama kawaida listening from Jericho and Fred Nyabera saying, or quoting Galatians chapter 1 verse 10 saying, for do I now persuade men or God? Or do I seek to please men? For if I still pleased men, I would not be a bond servant of Christ. Galatians chapter 1 verse 10. Tiffany in the yard is the hashtag. Boomyard is the hashtag. An amazing, just encouraging verse as well, by the way. Hii dunia, we are not here to please men, because if we please men, it will just be tricky. And even as I continue, I'm taking your calls, by the way, on the same line, WhatsApp line 0717 400 555. Hope FM, hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Naongea na nani tafadhali?
This is Samuhoro.
Samuhoro, karibu sana. Niambie.
Asante, leo nimeachwa kidogo nje.
Pole manze.
Yes, but I'm great joining you.
Better late than never. Leo tunaongelelea how it is interesting being a Kenyan. Utafikiria tukiendelea?
Of course.
Yeah, karibu sana Sam. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much, Nabamba. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Listener right there, Anita Samuhoro, thank you so much for calling in. Our number is 0717 400 555. And even as we're going to the top of the next hour, by the way, tutakuwa na kitu inaitwa Reggae Rundown. Sema Reggae Rundown. Hatari sana, hamko ready. Ini surprise. Sikuwa nataka kuwaambia before, but I remember during the last show, I told you guys that we're going to be having a reggae night one day. So we are starting tonight, the next hour from 9 to 10, all the way to 10, by the way, we're going to be having reggae music rocking your weekend on the Boomyard, even as we continue with our conversation on what makes it interesting being a Kenyan. So let me know that reggae music unaweza taka icheze. Mi tayari niko na list yangu, sijui kama mko ready, lakini we're going to be having that reggae rundown from 9 to 10 p.m. It's going to be awesome and exciting. And another thing about being Kenyan, by the way, is also another crazy phrase that we have also been using is zoea yo sauti. Na pia, if you can tell, zoea yo sauti pia ilikuja na ikaenda, and someone was just saying how quickly we forget, is the fact that zoea yo sauti ilikuja ikatrend, ikawaka, alafu sasa, you know, it's not really being used anymore, but of course, it was being used by Francis Atwoli, who's the Kotu general, so it was very funny, and it's been used for actually quite some time. Another interesting thing about being in Kenya is also the kind of roads that we have. Not like, okay, the road system, but the road users that we have is very interesting, because again, in Kenya, one thing you're always told is that drive knowing that you are the only sane driver, which is, I don't know, I think it's sad, but then it's also, I'm not sure, because I mean, we should all be sane drivers. We should all be knowing that, you know, you should be your neighbor's keeper, your brother's keeper, your sister's keeper. So when you're told that you should drive as though you are the only sane driver, which is actually true, jukipatana na matatu zingine hapo manze, hapo Jogoo Road kwanza, inakuanga hatari. Unajua Mathika Road kuna space, ukifika Jogoo Road, my friend, hiyo nayo si rahisi. Ukifika Jogoo Road mambo inabadilika. So you're always told, and even as many Kenyans also have road rage, yani unafungia mtu hautaki apite, which is crazy, because as I was speaking to some people who have gotten the opportunity to go abroad, unajua pa Kenya ukiwa zebra crossing, you run like you're running for your life. Which is like literally sad because in other countries zebra crossing is respected. You know, they have those systems where ukifika kwa zebra crossing na light bulb iko green for the pedestrians to pass, hakuna mtu atakusumbua, utapita vizuri, hiyo iko sawa. Hapa Kenya, my friend, ukifikiria ati yeah, this is a zebra crossing, utapatana hapo na FT imekwambia let me show you how it is done. I'm telling you, in Kenya it is different. The roads are different, the road users are different. And I think it's also very interesting. And you can also let me know what you think about that. And drop your comments again. YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We are live at Hope FM Live. And also, WhatsApp line is 0717400555. You can also give me a call on the same line. Our SMS line is 20933. And as we go to the next hour, to Kona Reggae Rundown. So please, if you are thinking of signing off, please, this is not the time to sign off, because Reggae Rundown is coming to rock your weekend.
FM.
It's now 9 p.m.
Listen and live.
This week on the rundown, on the Boomyard, reggae.
If you should hear the trumpet blow, would you be in tears or would you smile? Are you ready?
We need love, bonafide love.
The reggae rundown on the Boomyard.
So every night as I lay to rest, I pray before I sleep.
This week on the rundown, on the
Thank you, Johnny.
Hey, hey. Jump ship, jump ship, hey. Jump ship, hey, hey. Woo. Jump ship, jump ship, jump ship, hey. An amazing song called Jump Ship by Jonathan McReynolds and Mali Music. Beginning, actually not beginning, but the second song in our reggae rundown hour tonight on the Boomyard at 9 minutes past the top of the hour. If you are missing out, by the way, tafadhali hii reggae playlist imeweza manze. Hata yani kama ulikuwa nafikiria log off. This is not the time. As I was telling you guys, this is not the hour, eh? Unajua reggae kuna mahali tu ina hits. Yani it's just different. It hits different. And so please do stay tuned. We're going to be playing some more of these amazing reggae hits as we go down to 10 p.m. because we have 1 hour to go. And you can also continue letting me know where you're listening to us from on my WhatsApp line 0717400555. You can also give me a call on the same if you have any song requests, but particularly reggae, because mnajua sasa reggae rundown in a rock your weekend. So please let me know. Again, with the same line, you can let me know if you have any requests right there. I think it's going to be awesome. And you can also leave your comments on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitter at Hope FM Live. We are right there. Even as I continue sampling more of your comments as we continue with our conversation for today on what makes living in Kenya unique. Nini inakufanya, inakufurahisha, ama inakukasirisha? You know, just about living in Kenya, being a Kenyan, you know, about our culture, our language. In the previous hour, we were talking about how it's very interesting, and someone had mentioned how Kenyans forget very fast. Utapata kitu ina trend sahi by a few days, even maybe a few hours, it's already forgotten. And again, because as Kenyans, we are very quick to jump onto things that are already trending. Sisi huwa hatuachwi nyuma. So we know whatever is trending, hatuwezi achwa nyuma, because we know whatever is there. A bit more of your comments. We have Esther Mbele Kibani. Hi Tiffany, Upper Hill is loaded. Karibu sana. You have been here for quite a while. We have Zena, JJ Zena saying my favorite Karibu sana. Kerandi Dennis was tuned in. Karibu sana. We have Man Hesi in Karen saying we are listening. Karibu sana. We have Purity Mso akisema Nyahururu listening and tuned in. Karibu sana. We have Jim Scott from Chuka. Karibu sana. Jim, I hope you're having fun. We have Mr. Cheniki. Uko vipi? Anasema late kona kutoka Kite is right here. Karibu sana. Winfred Mathia uko vipi? From Nyeri representing kama kawaida #Boomyard vile inafaa. We have Enoch Misango saying great show. Asante sana Enoch. I hope inakubamba pia. We have anasema naomba majina yote mazuri ni yako iwaende team earphones wote. That's from Marcy Den Mutinda. We have Abigail Watwana akisema Nyadhuna Kabete tuned in akisema if you get married to another tribal culture in this country then you go to their home village you will hear tongues. So kama for example this tribe na umeolewa kwa ingine tofauti that is not your own, kidogo ukienda kutembelea your in-laws utakuwa unasikia Greek because you will not be understanding a thing that they are saying. Some people actually get to learn the language, which is very interesting about marriage, but of course it's not something that everybody does. But again, another thing that you find here in Kenya, we have Morris Okumu pamoja. Manze karibu sana Morris, tuko pamoja kabisa. John Wekesa alikuwa anasema one of the phrases that is in a trend sahi ni kitakuramba. Ni ukweli manze. David King, karibu sana manze, uko vipi? So glad you could tune in. I hope uko fiti, umetulia pia umetupigia show hatari. Asante sana. We have Kenny Marshall. Anauliza Yesu ndiye njia kama ina run saa ngapi? Huwa ina run every Friday from 8 p.m. all the way to 10 p.m. Kenny, please be tuning in. Pia nakwanga show hatari hosted by mwalimu actually Zablon and mwalimu pia wanakuanga hapo, so please, it's every Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. we have Yesu ndiye njia. We have Richard Mudhoka Ndolo anamwambia ya bado iko manze, uchangamke manze. We have Fred Junior Nyabera representing Pipeline. Karibu sana. And again, we are having the reggae rundown tonight all the way up to 10 p.m. as we even continue discussing, what makes Kenya unique, what makes us as Kenyans unique even to other countries. And it's very interesting because again, we were talking about also how kwa barabara zetu manze inabidi ukwe careful. It is not like other countries because again, other countries the zebra crossing is really respected, as opposed to Kenya, because in Kenya utapita zebra crossing ukisema I am entitled, utapata hapo na matatu inakwambia entitlement where? Out the window, It's a very interesting thing. It's actually sad because unfortunately many road accidents happen like that. But also you find that the people pia hawatumiangi bridge. Aki watu wangu, tumieni tu bridge. Ni exercise lakini tumieni tu bridge tafadhali. Please, tumieni tu bridge. And then we also have Chronicles za shule. Of course, if we're in public or private school, of course it varies, but then some of the things I've also heard that are common with both is mkiandika insha. Nataka mniandikie hapo kwa comment section. What is that one thing you remember about writing a composition ama insha yenye ilikuwa inarudiwa kila wakati? If I can give you an example, I remember that anytime tulikuwa tunapewa ile composition ya you choose your own title or you choose whatever you want to write, I would always write the day I will never forget. I don't know why, for some reason. And a couple of my friends also and people when we just chat and remember and I reminisce all these memories, we just like every single time ulikuwa unapata ama ni mostly composition ama ni insha ulikuwa unaandika the day I will never forget. Unaanza kusema it was a chilly morning, unatumia zile ni similes ama ni similes zenye tulitumwa as fast as a deer, as slow as what, unaziweka hapo zote unazijaza. Mimi nakumbuka bedhe kuna time an embarrassing moment nilikuwa I think class 4 or class 5 tulikuwa tumeanza kufunzwa similes just then, and I was finding these things so intriguing paka when we were writing our next composition. Tiffany alifanya nini? Aliandika similes zote zikifuatana. And I don't mean like ati after every statement kuna ati hiyo ndio unapata as you write for example, this was a day I will never forget, it was as cold as anini, I walked down into the niliandika yani zikifuatana. I wrote as fast as a deer, it was as slow as a what, as quick as a what, as beautiful as a what, it took literally 5 lines of my composition and it was very mimi sijasikia kitu kama hiyo lakini manze ilikuwa funny.
Experience the hope, the music, the anointing. This is Hope FM, where you listen and live.
The Reggae Rundown on the Boomyard.
The Good Shepherd by Chevelle Franklin featuring Israel Houghton, bringing us to exactly 25 minutes past the top of the hour. Manze, hii reggae rundown kama ikubambi misiji, because I am loving this. I am loving this. I'm loving this playlist. I'm loving the songs. They are really amazing. They're an impact, by the way, and in such an amazing way. And our conversation for today is what makes being in Kenya very unique. And sampling so many of your comments has actually reminded me so many things. And even just before that, I was letting you know how in high school, primary, we somehow all of us had the same experiences. Ukikuja kuandika composition na insha, unaanza tu na the dream ama the day I will never forget, ama my worst nightmare, something like that, like a dream yenye imekuwa tu, imekuwa tu so scary, yani unafikiria, it expands your creativity. And I think that's very interesting. Again, you can let me know what that is for you on our WhatsApp line, which is 0717400555, our SMS line 20933. You can leave us a comment on Hope FM Live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Nikichukua simu ya mtu hapa. Hope FM, hello. Hope FM, hello. Oh, hiyo ni kama hii imeenda. Wacha tungoje ingine ingie, but again our line is 0717400555. Give me a call and let me know what you think. What makes Kenya so interesting for you? What is so funny? Someone was telling us earlier that Pesh alikuwa anatuambia vile in Kenya you will find someone laughing at a very serious moment, and well, I'm a victim, to be honest. I'm sorry guys. Hope FM, hello. Hello.
Habari.
Nzuri, mambo?
Poa sana.
Niambie, ni Silva, si ndio?
Ni Amazing Silva.
Uko vipi manze?
Mimi niko poa. Umekuwa aje? Wiki yako imekuwa aje?
Imekuwa poa sana.
Pia yangu imekuwa nzuri. Amani, Mungu amenibariki, ameendelea kuninenea.
Amazing, amen.
Na hope pia wewe Mungu amekulinda, ameendelea kukubariki.
Kabisa.
Sasa leo. Leo kuna mambo mazuri ningetaka tuzungumzie. Na ningetaka kuwasihi watu. Tuwe na upendo. We should love one another. Love should dwell within us.
Yeah.
Tunafaa tupendane kwa sababu mahali ambapo kuna upendo, kuna Mungu.
Yeah.
Na tunafaa tupendane sisi wote. Usinichukie mwenzako kwa sababu ana kitu kingine kipya.
Yeah.
Hivyo unaona We should love one another and accept ourselves.
That's true. That's true. And even
na ningewaomba watu even we should not talk about each other. Hatufai kuzungumziana. Kuzungumzia mwenzako ana nini ufai kumzungumzia.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Tunafaa tukae kwa amani.
That's true. Yeah, and even conversation yetu leo, by the way, unaonaje, what makes Kenya interesting kwako? Ni nini unaonanga ikiwa funny sana kuhusu kuishi Kenya ama being a Kenyan?
Yenye naonanga ikiwa funny sana nikiwa Kenyan. Kenyans, most of them love one another, most of them.
Yes.
Na hiyo ndo sana napenda.
No, wow. Alright, asante sana Silva.
Na niko na wimbo.
Leo tunaweza kuimba wimbo kweli, masaa ni ngumu. Unaweza niandikia hapo nikuchezee kama ni request. Unajua leo tuko reggae rundown, wase wanaitisha mangoma hapa za reggae. Sasa labda uniandikia hapo nione kama naweza kuchezea.
Sawa nitakuandikia ni yuwa. Araura Karuirwa. Na Ariski Manzi. Ile ya na chochote kile.
Ijulikane.
Ijulikane hiyo right song.
Wow, okay, sawa.
Na ningetaka kusalimia watu wenye wote wananisikiza. Kila mtu akina Auntie show wote wasalimike hewani.
Wasalimike kabisa. I hope wanasikiza.
Na pia wewe usalimike.
Asante sana. And thank you for calling Silva Manze. Thank you so much. Mungu akubless.
Tupatane next Saturday.
Kabisa. All right, Amazing Silva always calling in, sending you greetings for whoever is listening to the Boomyard. And again, we continue on the reggae rundown. Let me know what that reggae song is that you would love to listen to right here on Hope FM on the Boomyard. Karibu kidogo ulimi nini. Unajua hiyo listen na reggae hiyo L na R kidogo inanilemea. But again, continue tweeting. The hashtag is Boomyard, hashtag reggae rundown, hashtag Tiffany in the yard. And you can also tag me on Twitter. My handle is Twitter. Jamani, my handle on Twitter is Tiffany Wamboi7. So please let me know what you think and also what makes it very interesting about living in Kenya or just being a Kenyan.
FM, another quality service from Christ, is the Answer Ministry.
Boomyard. The Boomyard.
Because this is a little too much. On the reggae rundown, I hope you know Bamba Mahali Mko. I hope you're loving the songs and the playlist that is actually here, because it can only get better. Honestly, guys, it can only get better. And I hope you are loving it wherever you are listening to us from. And our conversation today, even as we just bring it to a wind down, is that being in Kenya is a very interesting thing, because it's not like living in other countries. It's not like living in other, other nationalities or anything like that. Being a Kenyan is being a Kenyan. And I think it makes us unique the way we are, because, well, one, we can be a very brutal nation in terms of responding. And if you remember by the last week's show, when I was doing Mimi Nani, the Mimi Nani segment, we were having Kenya versus USA, which was trending on Twitter. Na Wakenya walikuwa wana crush hawa watu kama kitu ingine. KOT is not a place to joke, my people. And there's also been a Kenya versus Nigeria, if I'm not wrong, previously. And Kenya versus Nigeria surprisingly keeps on coming up always, all the time. It just keeps on coming up, and I just wonder, what is the problem with Nigerians? What have we done to each other? We should be good friends, but we are fighting it on Twitter. Hapo ndio naonanga mimi fulani na trend, a husband akiambia the wife, nimeenda po KOT, kuna kavita kidogo, I'll be back in a few days. Hey manzi, inakwanga hatari ukiishi Kenya, ukianza kutrend hata unaweza ogopa, because you never know how things will go. Sometimes trending can be good for you, lakini unapata ukianza kutrend, you can never be too sure. Ni kitu mzuri ama inaenda kuniramba vile tulikuwa tunasema. Hey manzi, inakuanga ngumu sana to know, but I think it's very interesting again. As you're also talking about the school edition concerning what makes it very interesting to be in Kenya, we also have kwenda mafanki. Sijui kama nyinyi mlikuwa mnapenda kwenda funky sana kama mimi. Personally, I used to love going for funkies. I was in almost all the clubs in school. Okay, seti ni sikuwa nasoma, because also wakinotice uko kwa ma clubs mingi na hausomi pia unatolewa tu by force. Lakini drama nilikuwa hapo, music niko, choir niko. I was in a Catholic school, so it was called YC YCS nilikuwa. I was in the journalism club, I was in the debate club, I was guys, sidhani kuna club yenye sikuwa kwa hiyo shule. I was everywhere. Yani first term sports, second term funkies inaanza, niko nje tu, niko mahali, niko kwa list. Alafu unajua uzuri, nilikuwa mimi ndio naandika list. So nilikuwa nahakikisha jina yangu iko hapo, iko safi, si number 1. Ukiandika number 1 unaweza choma kidogo. But wakati wa funky sikuwa naachwa nyuma manze. And I think it's a very interesting thing because there are many people who got to meet even their life partners through funkies. Walipatana sometime later, way after high school, or you even connect with your friends way after those funkies that you went for. And I think it's very interesting. I don't know how other countries, by the way, operate. Like, I think ukienda maju inaitwa an exchange program. Huku tunaita funky. So I think it's also a very interesting, it's a unique thing that makes us Kenyans, and funkies is part of high school. I mean, kuna wenye hawakuwa wanapenda, surprisingly. For me, it's very surprising, but for me, I really loved going to funkies, guys. I loved it.
Boomyard is now rocking your weekend with Tiffany. Boomyard.
We are the champions. Can't make them tell me what to say. Can't make them tell me how to
.3 Nairobi, 93.9 Western Kenya, and 101.9 Mombasa.
The Reggae Rundown. Reggae. On the Boomyard.
All right, and even as we continue to actually almost 10 minutes to the top of the hour, just summarizing a bit of our conversation, which has been very interesting today, just to hear what is very interesting for you guys about being in Kenya, living in Kenya, or being a Kenyan. Pesh pia leo mazuma ichangamka anasema some of the phrases that we forgot that Kenyans mainly love to say. Kuna sina maoni, kata simu tupo site, Murife don't run. We have mambo ni mengi masani machache. We have hot air. Watu si wajinga bwana, and many more. That's very true. Thank you so much, Pesh, for that. We have someone else saying living in Kenya is interesting because people promise big things when they're in need, but after getting the thing, they do totally opposite. Ooh, that's a tough one. Watu wanapeana false promises, empty promises, which is a thing that many people have characterized our politics, which is a very unfortunate thing, but that's someone's view right there. And even continuing to sample a bit more of your comments, even as we come to the end of the show, we have Hi Tiffany, enjoying the show in Meru. Please play Utanifikia by Pitson. Liz Manze, sijui kama nitaweza kileo, imekuwa reggae rundown, lakini wacha tutaona man, wacha tutaiangalia. We have Jacqueline from Loresho Ridge representing. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have Harun from Kikuyu listening. Thank you so much for tuning in, Harun. We have Samuel Omulupi from Ongata karibu sana manze, hope show imekuwa fiti. I hope it's been awesome for you as well. We have Steve alikuwa anasema Kenya is very interesting because people are unique. We're PhD holders. Instead of putting that degree crown on their head, they put kwa sufuria. Okay, sawa basi. Very interesting. Waweru wa Nyambura anasema hapo Kayole kwa DO, we are really dancing to the reggae. How will we be saying on part of feeling irate? Manze, karibu sana, and I hope you've been enjoying that reggae rundown. Itakuwa very frequent. There's Joe from Nyeri anasema, for me Kenya is unique by having the greatest marathoners, for sure. That is very, very true. Anasema anabarikiwa sana akiwa pale Nyeri. That is amazing, and thank you so much for tuning in. Amependa song request, sijui kama nitaweza, lakini wacha tuona kama na squeeze in your request. We have #Boomyard. This is Chairman Joseph Karani from Midheru. Karibu sana. Amesema, I'm present, my dancing shoes are on, baridi gone. Vile inafaa on Boomyard. Thank you so much, Chairman Joseph Karani, for tuning in. We have Richard Mudhoka Ndolo was saying, count me in, ako locked kabisa. We have Vincent Mweka, karibu sana, anasema ni reggae kali sana, #Boomyard on fire kabisa, vile inafaa. Christina Diambo alikuwa tuned in akirepresent Kajiado North County. Karibu sana Christina, and I hope imekuwa fiti manze. And again, even as we rather sum up our conversation for today, I think having the greatest marathoners, hata sikuwa nimefikiria by the way, we have the greatest for sure athletes representing Kenya, and I think it's one of the things that we are known for globally on the global footing, is that Kenya produces the best athletes, the best marathoners, and I think it's pretty awesome because it's one of the things we are really known for. It's very unique. Hata ukienda sijui wapi, there's actually a movie I was watching and I remember the lady made a reference and she was saying, alikuwa naambiwa akimbia to catch up with someone and she was like, I'm not Kenyan. It was like, oh wow, okay, hata kwa movie. Which is very interesting. So and even the High School Chronicles, again, as I was mentioning, I don't know if anybody has ever written a composition nakisema manze, I rushed to the frog's kingdom and I took a shower as fast as a sijui what, and when I got up, the sun was shining in the array of the horizon, and ulikuwa unapamba hiyo insha ni kama your life depends on it. Hey, well, for me, I was like that, and I think I have many people who would relate with the same. And I think it's very interesting. So yeah, thank you so much guys once again for tuning in to the Boomyard. We do this every Saturday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nilikuwa nimeona pia comments zilikuwa zimestream in for our worship experience jana ya Uweponi. Manze ilikuwa lit. It was so amazing. Uweponi was amazing. Dr. Ipiana was here with Peter Watako. An amazing worship experience. It was amazing. And I've seen so many of you guys was tuned in at that time. And some of you were also right here. You came to Dennis White in Sitamvali Road. We're so grateful that you made time to actually come. And I hope you were blessed. And I also hope Reggae Rundown nimekuwa fiti sana. I hope imekubariki. I hope you have had fun. And I hope umeenjoy. By the way, pia nimepata ma request kadhaa. Kama sio reggae kitakuwa ngumu. Lakini asanteni sana once again. And it has been so much fun, by the way, hosting this. And I'm again very grateful that we have met again. And of course, please know that for me Sunday ni Anchored. Kesho Anchored itakuwa hapa na Beatrice Otari from 10 a.m. Please do tune in. You will find some awesome things up for you guys. And I hope you itawabamba vile because I think it's actually really amazing. So even as you wind down, I pray that God will protect you. I pray that you'll have a great sleep. I pray that you'll rest and prepare for church tomorrow. I pray that God will keep you in good health. For every one of you who is trusting in God for a different need, I pray that God will come through for you. I pray that He will keep you in His purpose and will, and that He will establish you in all that He in all that He wills for you to do. Thank you so much once again. That is, we have prayed in Jesus' name. And thank you so much once again to everyone, every single person who has tuned in. My name is Tiffany Omwa, your host with the most. You have been tuned in to the Boomyard.
The Reggae Rundown on the Boomyard.